Generic greeting followed by brief overview of what we're going to be talking about today. I'm sure you've heard about this by now from the other creators, but I wanted to go ahead and get a video up just in case anyone in my community has not heard about it yet. We are doing something called the Affinity Cup. Hell Hades has organized this and put it together. I do think that it's a really cool thing that he continues to do, setting these up and including other content creators. He puts a lot of effort into this. This takes a lot of time to set up, and he really doesn't have to do it, right? I think it's really cool of him to do this and get everybody engaged, give everybody something to do. Because there's not, we are waiting on some content. So this kind of gives us something to do, engages us for a little bit, something interesting. And it's a good opportunity for you guys to, I think, not only get some entertainment out of watching it, but there could be a lot of good. There could be a lot of learning to come out of this with the way that each of us are going to have to use certain champions. We may end up showing you some stuff about some champs you didn't know. So I think it's pretty cool all around. And if that doesn't make sense as I go through and explain, you'll understand why that makes a little more sense. But basically what it is it's 2 teams of 4, 8 different content creators, and then you're matching up with someone on the other team to go against, right? So we all did a marbles race to get our affinity assigned. I am paired up against Saffron Man, and we have Magic Affinity, which means we can only use Magic Affinity champs in this challenge, okay? And there's different tasks, different things to focus on as we go through. This week we'll be summoning, so Thursday will be when Saffron Man and I get together and do our summons. But every day this week you're going to have a summon video from us, and then Friday the competition starts, and we'll hit the ground running there. But it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about it. It isn't going to be nice to have something to do aside from just figuring out things to make videos on for you guys, coming up with new clan boss teams and all that. This will be nice to focus on for a little bit. So like I said, it's broken up into different categories. So the first week is campaign and dragon, and each duo, if you will agree on a campaign stage, obviously one that suits the affinity, and that'll be the one that they focus on. So not everybody's going straight for 12-3 necessarily. We're going to be looking for ones that make the most sense for our affinity to agree on. And then dragon, week 2, ice golem and spider. Again, it's just as high as you can get. It's going to be an interesting puzzle to solve. Now, I will say Saffron Man and I got luckiest with Magic Affinity. We have a lot of options. Obviously, we can use our starter, which will be Gallic, I believe, for everybody. There's Apothecary potential. We've got Gorg, Seeker, Tayrail, Royal Guard, Juliana, Miscreated Monster. We got a lot of things at our disposal on Magic, so we did look up with that one. But even so, I think it's still going to be challenging to stick with one affinity and get through some of these stages. Third week, we'll start to push in Faction Wars and Fire Knight, and then every week, Arena and Clan Boss. There'll be a grade for that as well. So while we're focusing on each week's tasks, we also have to try to maintain Arena and push up in Clan Boss. So touching basically every part of the game over this course, over this 3-week period. And we're going to see what we can do focusing on one affinity. Again, you see all the people here. Now, this has changed a little bit, what each account's getting when they start. I believe now it's the regular affinities are getting 60. No, I'm sorry. We're still getting 55 ancient shards and 5 sacreds. The voids, however, are not getting 60 anymore. I think they're getting 30 or so, 25 or 30. I don't remember the exact change, but the reason for that is because when you summon a void shard, you get a void champion guaranteed. So they would end up with a lot more champions at their disposal. Whereas if you summon an ancient shard, there's 3 different affinities you could potentially pull. So there have been some adjustments made to that. I don't know for sure. You'll have to get with whoever drew void for that one. Which again, everybody's putting up a video on this covering their own section of it, so it will be there for sure. Gems, energy, things to get us going. It's a free-to-play competition, so we can't spend any money, so we have to just use whatever is put into the account. Affinities have already been decided. You can auto-click. We can target each other in arena. These are just some of the rules. And that's pretty much the gist of it there. Let's get this display capture going. So again, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm glad that I got paired up with Saffron Man. I was hoping even before we did the random draw, the marbles race for Affinity, I was hoping I would get paired up with Saffron Man because he's the one I haven't really had an opportunity to do anything with. We haven't had a lot of exposure to each other yet. I've seen him around in streams back and forth a couple times, but I think it's going to be fun to work with him. So I'm excited about that. Again, drawing Magic, we have a lot of things at our disposal. So we definitely lucked up on that one, but it is still going to be challenging. So that's the gist of it. As we go through, I'll be putting up a video every couple of days once this challenge starts, and I'll also be streaming it. I took a little bit of a break from streaming. I'm going to get back to it now 2 or 3 times a week. Going to find a schedule that works for me, that doesn't make me feel like I'm spending all my time in front of this computer, but I will be streaming it a few times a week as well. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are pumped. If you would like to play along with us, start a new account. We're going to get rolling Friday, pick an Affinity and roll with it. Otherwise, just, get pumped about it. Go show some love to the other guys. I'm going to link everybody else's channel in the description. So make sure you get around and check out all those guys so that you can keep up with the challenge as a whole, what everybody's doing. Again, there's going to be a lot of good information in here because even with Magic being the easier Affinity, we're still going to have problems to solve. We're still going to have to get creative, and everybody's going to have to do that. So I really think there's going to be some opportunities here to learn about some champs that you don't know, learn some things are possible that you didn't know. And again, everybody in this contest has a lot of experience doing things that are challenging and coming up with these kinds of ideas, a lot of experience in these games. So I think there's going to be good opportunities to learn here. So if for nothing else, it should be educational. But yeah, our summons, Saffron Man and my summons will be on Thursday. So again, make sure you check him out. We're going to link up and get that video up for you guys. And Friday we'll get rolling. That's pretty much it. It'll make more sense as we go through, I would imagine. But I do think it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. So again, shout out to Hell Hades for putting all this together. It's a lot of time he spent getting this set up and organizing this with Plarium. And to be included is really cool. I really do appreciate it. So big shout out to him. And shout out to the other guys as well. Looking forward to it. I wish everybody luck. And that'll be that. I'll see you guys soon. One more thing I wanted to mention that I forgot. They announced to us that tomorrow they're dropping a fusion for a new Ogren Tribe legendary champ, and this is what he looks like. That is the only information they gave us, oddly enough. He is Force Affinity. He's a support champ. And that's really all they gave us, which is, again, that's why I'm not making a whole video on it, but I figured I would go ahead and mention it since they mentioned it to us. New fusion coming tomorrow for a new champ. I don't know if there's more new champs coming. I don't know how hard the fusion's going to be. I don't know how good the dude's going to be. I know that he looks like this, and he's Force, he's support, and he's Ogren Tribe. So there you have it. The last couple fusions have been more closer to reasonable, but not amazing champs. So I don't know if they're going to stay suit on that. Stay suit. What's the phrase? What's the phrase with suit? Match suit? What's the phrase? Follow suit. I don't know if they're going to follow suit. Anyway, that's it. I have no other information. I just figured I'd mention it because they mentioned it to us. We will see what happens if it brings more new champs. At a certain point, it's just like, bro, you got to stop giving us new champs and put something else in this game. But whatever. I guess we'll keep making content while we wait on you to make content. That's how that is. So that's it. I hope you guys are excited about the challenge. Here's the information about the new champ that I have. Now I'll see you guys later.